Hello and welcome back everybody to the Everlasting Summer. So, let's see who plays an electric guitar in the Soviet Union and give him the penalty he deserves, or I don't know, something like that. Something according those lines. Shit! I shouldn't have come here. I know. In the back of my mind, I somehow knew that this was probably going to be Alisa. But... shit, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I knew it. I mean, nobody will believe me because it's the back of my mind. I mean, it's not the big riddle or something. The girl who is energetic and hardcore and I'll tell everyone you molested me girl is the one being the girl on the stage. I don't know. I mean, it just made sense in the context. I don't say that every musician is a bad person, but you know what I mean. It made sense in the context. Well, shit. Coming to the stage area, I caught sight of Alisa on the stage. The girl was giving it all with her eyes closed. She placed one of her legs upon the speaker and was swaying her body with the rhythm of music. I couldn't recognize the melody, but I was pretty sure that I had heard it before. Me as well, by the way. It's probably some pioneer song. And by the way, is this panty shot really necessary? Probably something from Soviet rock. I could have named a dozen bands in this genre right off the bat, but I was hardly an expert. The song seemed really simple, literally just a 3-chord progression. Probably even I could have played it, given some time to practice. I wonder where Alisa got her playing skills. In the USSR, such music had never been nationally acclaimed. The future rock star wasn't taking any notice of me. It was like she was trying to become one with the music, to resound in every note, in every bar, in every triplet. Rock heroes of the 80s instantly came to mind. Many of them were devoted to the music in similar ways. If she got dressed in something more suitable for that period's fashion instead of a pioneer uniform, no one would notice the difference. Her performance was coming to an end. Now it's your time to leave. Of course. Picking out her last couple of chords, Alisa finally noticed me. Did you like it? She doesn't seem as surprised as I would have expected. As if you could do any better, smiled Alisa slyly. I'm not saying that I can do it better. I'm not a pro in music. No doubt. Yep. I didn't know what to tell her next and was heading on my way. Wait a minute. What? Heard about the evening dance party? I thought it was a ball. Ball, dance party, what's the difference? She frowned. Yes, I did. And so what? Are you going to go? After throwing those words, she turned away. I'm not sure, and you? What I'm going to do there? What you heard of morons? There was some truth in Alisa's words, but this open disrespect surprised me. It's clear that it's not the idea of a ball that she hates. But why? What do you mean by why? Well, why don't you want to come? Dance parties ought to be fun. Do you really think so? Annoyance flashed in her voice. I don't know, but I thought that you would. Never liked them. She interrupted me. There's absolutely nothing to do at such parties. I see. So, what's your plan then? Yes, just to keep the conversation going. I'll just carry on practicing. What are you practicing? The song, dumbass. You even heard it. Alisa had gone totally mad. A few more wrong questions and I will have to run for my life. Who wrote that song? I did. So you wrote it by yourself? By myself. Cool. An awkward silence hung in the air. Okay then. Don't you want to listen? Didn't I just hear it? It's not what I meant. She pouted. The whole song. It's just a jam for now. Come on, do it then. Not right now. Well, don't do it then. I felt uncertain about what you wanted from me. You mean you don't want me to play? Seems like I frustrated her. I got ready for her smash the guitar on my forehead or something even worse. But there was only an upset expression on Alisa's face. I want to, I told you. Come here tonight then, I'll play it for you. For me. How cute. Tonight is the dance party. You said that you wouldn't go. I didn't say that. Frankly speaking, I didn't want to go, but messing around with Dvache was no good either. Olga won't like it. Screw her, said Alisa, getting steamed up. No, I promised, first of all, save the game. Also, I promised Lena to help her, so I can't come. All of this wasn't really what I'd planned. Oh, screw off. Not that I was really interested myself. She clucked her disapproval and turned away. Hey man, I'm sorry. I always promised that I will help Lena. I was just wondering if the decision I made was a right one, when suddenly I was interrupted by a ringing calling the pioneers for lunch. I looked towards the canteen. I suppose it's time to go. Hunger is a sharp thorn. I turned around with an intent to call Alisa to come along, but she looked so cheerless and down. Every musician should know when it's time to leave, I grumbled under my breath. Who is marching forward in a row? It's our pioneer squad. Pioneers in a row usually march to the canteen in the Sovyonok camp. I was looking for a place where no one would disturb me, like what happened before, just so I can eat in peace. And for that I have to at least not be the last one to come. And I was pretty sure, whatever happens here, happens. Whatever happens here, happens, whether I want it or not. The canteen was crammed as full as an egg. Olga was standing at the entrance, guarding it like a hawk. Well, Semyon, were you working hard today? Hard enough. Well done, truly well done. And the hardest is yet to come. She's not even angry with me that I wasn't at the morning thing. Fine, take a seat next to the girls. She pointed at the table next to the pillar. Slavia, Ulyana, and Lena were already sitting there. Not bad company. At least not the worst. I got my meal and went up to them. Do you mind if I sit here? By the way, that is one of the only flaws of this game. The game kinda stucks and then they pop up out of nowhere. I don't know why that is. Oh well. I mean, it's not really bad, it's just always a little bit confusing. Do you mind if I sit here? I caught myself sounding a bit clueless. There were no other free places anyway. No, of course not. Please do. Lena remained silent. Today the meal consisted of a plate borscht. I suspected there was some meat lurking in it, but I had no evidence. Some poultry, chances are chickens. Chickenos domesticus. I wonder what this joke was in Russian. Do Russian people learn Latin? I don't know. I don't know though. Can you learn Latin in Russia? I mean, out of university, of course. Well, maybe they learn it in school, I don't know. With fried potatoes and a traditional glass of compote. I found myself liking the local food more and more. I guess I just came to the conclusion that I have no other choice, which means that there is no use in complaining. Thank God there's something to eat. Coming to the ball tonight? I don't know. He'll come. He got nowhere to go, Ulyana said happily. You will come for sure. Of course. I can't miss the opportunity to watch you make a fool of yourself. She got it right, so I decided not to reply. And what about you? I asked Lena. Yes, she replied briefly. Oh! So the ball is after the cleaning thing with Lena. Okay. I see. See? You should go too, then, said Slavia, as if leaving me no choice. Don't forget to wear your tailcoat. Apparently, Ulyana was so pleased with her joke that she laughed out loud. But I really had nothing to wear. My wardrobe was just a pioneer uniform and my winter clothes, which would be inappropriate even in the evening. And what will you be dressed in, entertainer? Secret. Will it be a little dress, just like in a kindergarten's matinee? Ulyana turned red. Looks like I managed to offend her. No, I will wear a biohazard suit, just so I don't catch an infection from you. I wonder what kind of infection are you afraid of catching from me? Enough, you guys, don't quarrel. Idiocy, of course. Looks like Ulyana was highly pleased with her, as she thought, brilliant answer again. You know, if you already have the flu, you can't catch a cold. Two can play at that game. I mean, his one was good, by why is he even participating in this nonsense? What are you implying? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I looked away slyly. Do you mean that? She went red again. I don't mean anything. Guys, given that it was Lena who interfered, it probably really was time to stop. You're asking for it. You're gonna get it. What, you finally wise up? Instead of replying, Ulyana grabbed her plate filled with borscht and tipped it over my head. This game met an unexpected final. Oh, you little... She jumped up and tried to run away. But this time she won't get away. I grabbed her hand. And now what? I can't just smash her head against the table. This pantomime lasted a few seconds. Yeah, let her go. Suddenly, Ulyana skillfully... How? She has her hand. Oh, well. Anyway, I don't ask for the logic. Suddenly, Ulyana skillfully grabbed a glass full of compote and splashed it into my face. That way, she managed to get free of my grip. Aha! Okay. She dashed off towards the counter and I chased her. This resulted in several flipped tables, a pile of smashed tableware, 5 pioneers crippled by various injuries, and full exhaustion of both parties. A draw, sort of. A belligerating draw, with too much belligerence. We stood before each other and breathed heavily. Tell me you won't behave this way again. And you? Olga snuck up on us from behind. When you think about it, such a riot couldn't go unnoticed. Well, are you satisfied with yourselves now? Her voice appeared to be calm, but I was sure she was just about to explode. And who's gonna clean up all this mess? Exactly what happened. Who? I'm asking you, who? Him, replied Ulyana with complete confidence. Her, I objected less confidently. Both. Yeah. I mean, what else did you expect, really? The camp leader brought a conclusive end to this ongoing argument. Generally, I wasn't sure that my share of the blame is more than hers. Although Ulyana didn't have a drop of guilt on her face. Beat it. I'm not cleaning. Ain't nobody got time for that. Really? This is his fault. He started it first. No, it isn't. Oh, yes it is. I'm not going to sort out all that nonsense. Semyon, go grab a mop, a bucket, some cloths. You know, that kind of stuff in the closet. And as for you... She looked at Ulyana with such a burning gaze that I felt a bit sorry for the girl. You! Start to pick up the broken tableware immediately. Olga took a deep breath and continued. You're nothing but trouble. How many times have I told you? I decided to skip the lecture and went to the closet that appeared to be near the exit. Suddenly, a perfect idea flashed in my head. Why don't I just run away? Sure, Olga has caught us already, but I'm not the one to blame. Of course, I'm not the true pioneer she keeps talking about, but in comparison to Ulyana... Anyway, she's the principal culprit. Ha! It's not like I have nothing better to do than cleaning up the mess here. I have to seek answers. The truth is out there. Somehow flashed through my mind. You aren't looking for the truth. I mean, it's really important to look for the truth. To be honest, I don't know. I don't really know if I would behave like that if I was transported in another dimension. You know, maybe if I was transferred in another dimension, I would look for answers all the time. But still, I don't really feel like I should leave Ulyana behind or something. I mean, she's a brat and stuff, but you know, still. Nah, running away. Mouse. Nah, running away is hardly a good idea. For starters, Olga has caught me already, and dashing off would only aggravate my punishment. As well as that, I was indeed partially guilty. Oh, but really partially only. Of course, it was all her fault. But if I hadn't reacted like that, probably we could have avoided this thrashing. Probably. I opened the cabinet and took out a broom, a mop, and a dustpan. Olga wasn't anywhere near Ulyana by the time I returned. She's gone? Can't you see for yourself? Ulyana looked upset. All her youthful spirit vanished without a trace. Okay, hang on a sec. I'll go and wash myself a bit first. I shot her an angry glance and headed towards the exit. I washed the scraps of lunch off myself and returned to the canteen. Well, no escaping it. We have to clean it up. It's all because of you. Just a single gaze from her gave me the creeps. Of course it is. It's me who is guilty of everything. It's me who's the local natural hazard. Oh, shut up. Still, it's kind of strange that she's not trying to avoid this cleanup duty. Ulyana had a solid opportunity to just run away and leave me alone, but somehow she did the exact opposite, diligently gathering broken plate fragments, mopping the floor, picking up chairs and tables. In fact, she was so fast that I have to find out how I stop that always stuff pops up from Steam. I hate that. In fact, she was so fast that I had a tough time keeping up with her. Well, now, aren't you suddenly acting all goody-goody? It's not like I want to spend the whole day here, you dork. She still sounded irritated. Listen, you've got to understand that you can't behave like that. At least not to such an extent. For some reason I decided to try and give her a moral lecture. I haven't done a thing. It was you who was calling me names. Ulyana grabbed a bucket and a mop and went to the farthest corner of the canteen. Looks like she is still angry. Looking back at the mountain of broken tableware, I finally began to understand the scope of the catastrophe. We are lucky that at least the forks and spoons are made of metal. We still have something to eat with. But there are hardly any plates left. Hey. Ulyana caught me with a... Oh, hey! Sorry. Ulyana caught me with a shout. I went over to her. I don't get it. Why do you hate me so much? What the fuck? Her face became so serious that I was ready to believe that it wasn't just yet another trick of hers. Why do you think so? I have no idea. That's exactly why I'm asking you. I don't hate you. It's just that sometimes you behave like... Well, you know. As simple as that, but still true. Like what? I have no idea. She lifted her gaze to me, boiling with curiosity. Well, for starters, what's the big idea on pouring the compote all over me? You were asking for it? She smiled for the first time since we started cleaning. Yeah, sure. I heaved a deep sigh. So, what do you expect from others then? Nothing, she replied acidly. This discussion was over, so I just continued cleaning up in silence. Oh, that was strange. It took us a few hours to fix up the canteen. At least, all the broken tableware was gone. Chairs and tables were in their designated places. The floor looked clean. We were sitting together with Ulyana next to the food counter. Who is we? Oh well, breathing heavily, deservedly resting. Now you see how much effort has to be put in because of a silly trick. But I'm not tired at all. Though the sweat pouring down her face told the opposite story. Oh well, good for you. So, what are we going to do next? I don't know about you, but I'd rather go. Nope, that's not all. You have to... She hesitated. To help me with another little thing. Thinking of another silly prank? You bet. She was smiling broadly. I'm not your man here. I'm more than fed up with just one punishment for today. Okay, here's the deal. If you help me now, there won't be any more pranks. Sure, that was an inviting prospect, but somehow I couldn't bring myself to trust Ulyana, even for a moment. Well, it wouldn't hurt to ask. So, what is your cunning plan? We're gonna steal the candy. What? I should have expected something like that. Candy is for kids. Soon the chef will go out dump the trash. Nobody's gonna see us. Count me out. Ah, whatever, she grunted and turned away. Then I'll do it myself. And I won't allow... I couldn't even finish the sentence, as Ulyana already jumped over the counter, ran to the cabinet, opened the door, and started rummaging through it. Hey, cut that! It's not like you haven't got enough problems with Olga. She didn't reply. You won't get away with just cleaning duty for something like that. Oh, she definitely won't. Uljana closed the cabinet. She held a huge bag of candies in her hand. You little... put it back! She stuck out her tongue at me and dashed off through the back door. I couldn't just leave it at that. I darted off in pursuit. Sure, the girl had quite a head start, but I still funneled all my energy into the chase. I won't lose her again. We ran through the square, turned at the music club building, and came onto the forest trail once again. I had almost caught Uljana when stopped abruptly. I couldn't pull up as sharply, so I crashed into her, sending us sprawling. We rolled down onto the grass. Gotcha. What is with that music? Hey. We don't go this lolly road, I'll tell you right now. I gave a victorious shout. No, you didn't, she replied with an ashamed tone. Uljana was lying under me. Her face was right next to mine. I felt her erratic breathing and the heart of her body. Sure, right now she's only a child, but soon enough she'll become a woman. What the fuck? It was pretty embarrassing. You gonna rape me? She said, coming back to her senses. What the fuck? You want me to? What is wrong with this game? Anyway, it was more like a game to her. Sure do. She gave a cunning smile and snorted quietly. Or was it just my imagination? I'm not really in the mood. Whatever. Uljana reached up and bit me on the nose. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that and even pulled back a little. Just a moment of hesitation was enough for her to wrestle out and run a dozen feet away. Watch it! You're gonna regret this later. She laughed out loud and disappeared into the woods. The candy bag was left lying on the ground near me. I wonder if she dropped it on purpose. It's getting near dinner time, so I had to hurry up and return the candy. And very preferably, stay under the radar. Of course, I'll explain the situation. It was Uljana who had stolen them. But who's gonna believe me? Olga was already waiting for me at the entrance to the canteen. Good job, Semyon. On what? I hid the bag of sweets behind my back. The bag was transparent and too big to put it in my pocket. I was talking about the cleanup. Everything is clean and tidy. Well, yeah. And where's Uljana? I wish I knew. She'll come soon. Okay then. Go and have your dinner. I entered the canteen. To my utter lack of surprise, it was full. Now I really don't know how to return the bag without being noticed. Sure, I could do it in the evening, but what do I do with it now? Semyon! Oh fuck. I turned around. Slavia was in front of me. Wow, what's that? She looked at the bag that I didn't manage to hide in time. Caught red-handed, or more like sweat-handed. Time to prepare for a scolding. These are... sweets? Where from? I stole them, damn it. Got them from Uljana. Oh, I see. Same old song and dance. What do you mean? It's not the first time she has stolen sweets. And why am I not surprised? Let me handle this. Thanks. Oh, Swank, thank God I met you. She's best girl. I'm just saying, best girl. Slavia saves the day yet again. She took the bag and headed to the buffet. I had no desire to listen what she was going to say while returning the sweets, so I started to look around the canteen looking for a place to sit. I would wait for Slavia and thank her. Oh well. It seems that I will have to share a dinner table with Electronic and Shurik. Oh god. There were no more places to sit. Semyon, what's... Quatsch. Excuse me. Nonsense. You heard no German there. I talked totally English. What's happening, gentlemen? Oh no, that was Semyon. Whoops. Oh well. Every time I had to deal with them, I got an itching desire to tease them, or at least drop some cheeky or cocky banter. It might be too risky to behave that way, but the Electronic brothers were my primary source of positive emotions. How are you doing? Fine, what about you? Hits and misses. Did something happen? Lots of stuff. Mind sharing? Nah, some other time maybe. Suit yourself. He made a helpless gesture. We're going to the ball after dinner. Electronic giggled. I know that. Who would you want to ask out? Hadn't thought about it yet. What about you? It seemed that this question caught him off guard. Ask Yana, that would make her happy. No, thanks. Electronic furiously waved his hands. And you, Shurik, you gotta ask Alisa out. Thanks, I'll pass. He looked calmer than his mate. Oh, come on, guys, it would be fun. And in any case, we've got to do things. We've got things to do. We still have to finish the robot. Oh, that's a marvelous idea. Ask your robot out. Can it dance? It can't even walk yet. Shurik probably missed the point completely. Well, it would be a great demonstration of our achievements in front of the camp. And what would we show to them? Yeah, you're right. They both stared at their plates disappointedly. Too bad for you guys, too bad for you. Oh, and everyone is gone. Dinner was over and the pioneers started to disperse. When will you wear for the ball? I asked Shurik and Electronic. We don't have anything special to wear. We'll go as we are. He indicated his pioneer uniform. They don't seem to care about their appearance at all. Well, when you have a uniform, why wouldn't you use it? Well, why should I care then? Wearing my winter clothes isn't an option, so I'll go just like this. When does it start? After 9 o'clock. Got it. I left the canteen and deeply inhaled the fresh evening air. I remembered those rare dances I used to go at school. Hesitation, insecurity, even fear. I couldn't dance, I didn't know how to react if someone had invited me. I wouldn't dare to invite someone myself. All in all, I felt pretty uncomfortable about it. It was even more unpleasant to watch others having fun. It wasn't envy. More like it was a disconcerting feeling that people were able to enjoy something so odd. Excuse me, for me. I thought that there was still lots of time till the ball, so I could sleep a little to be fresh in the evening. Hey, you need to help, Lena. Hello. Entering the camp's leader's cabin, I flopped onto the bed instantly and shut my eyes. Hey! You fool! Strangely enough, I got up right on time, even without an alarm. The clock was showing 9. Such a rare thing to happen. I felt sluggish, though. Probably it wasn't the best idea to sleep during the day after all. Well, I have to go. In a couple of minutes I was standing at the square. The loudspeakers and some DJ equipment were installed near the monument, and the trees were decorated with light strings. Ah, a typical country ball. A lot of pioneers were around, but no familiar faces, so they just sit on a bench and waited. Hello! You have to... No. Fuck you. I don't have to dance after all. Maybe I'll be just able to sit and chat with someone. Fuck, he forgot about... But I didn't! Like, for real, I did not forget about it. Like, why? Why? Oh, fuck it. Man, why? It was about today, wasn't it? It was about today. Yeah, it was about today. Like, can I somehow open the map and just go wherever I want or something? First of all, I save. Because I'm going to end this episode right here. Because my voice is slowly but surely going away. No. Can I just open the map and go wherever I want? Like, is that an option? Like, no, it ain't an option. Well, great, this motherfucker forgot about Lena. Oh. So good. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Come back next time when Lena's probably angry with us. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.